fact that I replaced the valve, because I eventually would have replaced the valve anyways, and I couldn't have turned the valve off if there was a problem. So I'm okay with that. Now that I know that it is a faucet, the other parts that came with this faucet, I will now replace. So that's what I'm going to do now is replace the other parts. By the way, it was still a little cheaper to do it the way I did it. The valves, there were two valves. More water. I expected the water in the trap, but I didn't expect it to be so much that it would drip again. I did with the faucet, I need to clean any buildup that's here. And I'm a bit apprehensive, so I'm hoping this will connect. What did I do with it? I've lost my new part. Okay, I've got my parts. And the way it came was like this. But what has to happen is this comes off, the gasket stays on, and it goes into, it drops into the sink, and then underneath the sink, I'm going to be putting this on and twisting it until it's good and tight. And that's all that is there. There are no nuts, whatever, and usually you're only tightening it with your hand. The only thing that confuses me right now, normally there isn't a rubber gasket. And when there's not a rubber gasket, you use plumber's putty to make a tight seal. Now, the instructions is what's confusing me, because in the instructions, they indicate what's recommended, and they've got a sealant. Well, the sealant is normally what I'm referring to as plumber's putty, but when they give all the instructions, they never talk about using any type of sealant. Even though they say that you have it, they don't talk about it. They just show you the rubber gasket, and that's it. Again, many manufacturers will say if you've got a rubber gasket, you don't need plumber's putty. But the confusing part was this manufacturer suggested that you have a sealant and they gave you a gasket. Now, I think I might want to err on the side so that I don't have to redo it, is perhaps putting plumber's putty anyways, just so I have it. And plumber's putty and a gasket, they're both very pliable, so I'm going to take a chance that it's not going to create a problem, and I'm going to do it. So we shall see, and who knows, maybe there'll be another video as to what not to do, but today I'm going to do that since I'm already at that point. Again, is to help with the sealing, put a seal around your connection, so to speak. My gut feeling is I don't need it. I just don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to put plumber's putty around here. And by the way, okay, now I need to go underneath and tighten this on. Okay, I'm tightening this from underneath, and as I tighten it, the plumber's putty oozes out, which it should. And then I just need to wipe the excess plumber's putty away. And just like the faucet, you only have to hand tighten this. Now the pop-up, supposedly if you insert it, because it doesn't have a pull-up pop-up, it's just there. Let me make sure. It says, that's the first time I've ever had one of these, but you just put it into the drain and then you push down to activate the pop-up mechanism. Okay. I still have to hook up the drain pipe that I disconnected. It'll only take a second to do. I'm going to reposition the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now you've got a view of underneath the sink. This is the new part that I just put on, and I'm now replacing the old part, or connecting the old part to the new part. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but two of my other videos do show how to go from start to finish. In fact, I did a bathroom faucet and drain a couple of videos ago. So if you want to see blow by blow, you can take a look at that video. And by the way, you'll notice all this configuration here. My goal is to reconfigure this so that you don't have what's going on here, and that'll be in another video at some other time. My most important issue was getting my water to flow a little faster. So okay, everything should be set. I'm just checking to make sure there's no water leaking anywhere. And I'm going to try to run some water here. Okay, we are set. So what I normally do with my water test, I stop up the sink, turn the water on. I don't fill the sink up completely, but I want enough so that I can see the water flowing down to see if there's any leaks. Okay, I think that's enough. And now I'm going to let it out. And I want to go underneath just to make sure. My hands are wet. I want my hands to be dry. But I inspect to make sure there is no more water leaking and problem solved. Remember the valve I showed you when we were in Home Depot? Notice what I have here. Quarter turn. That's it. Turn it back on. Quarter turn. Instead of constantly twist, 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 twist off, twist, 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 twist on.